Schools are on high alert today as eSafety warns that student photos posted online are being targeted by predators using AI deepfakes, leading to a surge in reports of image misuse. Coming up, a warning for schools as AI deepfakes target students' photos posted online, plus the growing threat of AI health influencers spreading misinformation to millions across social media. For more, we're joined from the Sunshine Coast by Dr. Karen Sutherland from the University of the Sunshine Coast. Great to see you. Talk to us about what the dangers are here.
Yes, well, the eSafety Commissioner came out yesterday to say that they've had more than 100 reports in the last 3 months about people using schools' photos of children and deep fakes. I don't even want to think of what content they're generating through those deep fakes, and just put an alert onto schools to really think very carefully about using photos and videos of real children on their websites.
Gosh, there are some sickos out there, aren't there? Talk to us about what schools can do to effectively respond. Is it as simple as just not putting photographs of students online?
Well, I mean, that would be a good idea, yes. But I know of an educational body here in Queensland who's actually using AI to fight AI, so to speak, to fight fire with fire. And for a long time now, they've actually stopped using real photos of children when they're doing sort of promotions about their school uniforms and things like that. And they actually use AI generated images of children, and they're very transparent about that. So they do disclose it just to avoid putting children at risk and really impacting their safety. So I think maybe schools need to think more around the images that they're using and how they can still represent what's happening at the school, but without putting the safety of their students at risk.
Well, they're wanting to show the world what they're up to, right? They're wanting to, everything is marketing in this world, and schools need to do it as well, and schools are about students.
Oh, 100%. And I know it's really hard to show what's going on and to document and share when this stuff is happening. But I mean, it's here and it is happening. It's been happening for a while. And I have heard of a story earlier this year. I think it was a girls' hockey team, and they were on the podium celebrating a win. And then the school received a blackmail threat saying that they were going to use the photos of those young girls. They're only like 10 or 11 in X-rated material. And they tried to get money out of the school to stop them doing that. So this is very real. It's happening. And so I think we need to weigh up and try and think of ways that we can still market, but not put people's safety at risk, because there's nothing we can actually do to stop that at this present time.
Yeah, very well put. Are the current laws sufficient to protect students, or once it's out there, I'd imagine?
Yeah, I mean, look, the fines can be up to $54.6 million. But I mean, how long would that take? This stuff is instant, and it keeps getting faster and more believable and easier to access. The law is just too slow to actually do anything about it.
I'm interested in what you mentioned about the technology side, using AI to fight AI here as well, and also the responsibility of these tech platforms. It's so hard to imagine that the tech platforms, I think any of us who've tried to make a funny image, for example, of a politician or whatever it might be, a satirical image, have found that it will say, no, we won't do that. So the tools that are being used to do something like this, what can be done about those?
You have to know that they exist, because there are so many tools out there, and people can create their own tools as well if they've got the nous and the knowledge to do so. You can't even actually really document how many tools there are. And if someone's really looking to do something like that, they'll find something or even create a tool themselves to be able to do it. So there's that. But I mean, even the main tools, remember we've spoken before about Grok. When Grok first added its photo feature and image generation feature, just the sort of things that it was doing. And they said they put guardrails in place there. I'm not sure, I haven't heard an update on whether that's true. But yeah, I mean, we can put regulations in, but I just think it is so prevalent that the horse has bolted. It's too hard now to try and regulate what is actually out there.
Gosh, it'd be hard being a school student these days, wouldn't it? The amount of things that you have to deal with compared to what you and I went through, obviously. I mean, humiliation and embarrassment at school is like the worst thing ever. And what we're talking about here is really public humiliation and embarrassment, and frankly, quite disgusting.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. It is a very different time and place now.
Yeah, all right, let's move on. Experts warn that a rise in AI-generated health influencers on social media is misleading millions seeking reliable medical advice. Talk to us about this. What does it mean, and what happens if users trust start to trust AI doctors over actual doctors.
Well, yeah, and so these are AI generated doctors, so they're not real, and really they're created to sell products, and they are most likely very dodgy products as well, because why would you really use an AI generated doctor to sell a product if it was legitimate? And people are falling for that. So not only are they believing these outlandish claims because they think it's a real doctor, they don't know it's an AI generated doctor. The video is getting better, but for those who aren't AI literate, it's hard for them to tell. And so they're believing these claims being made on social media, and then they're purchasing these products. So not only are they losing their money, they're also putting their own health at risk by using these sorts of things as well. This is another scourge of AI that's happening right now because it's the gold rush. People are using it in any way possible to try and make a quick buck.
What risks do real doctors face from all of this?
They may not be believed when they are actually creating their own content, so they may not be seen as credible. I mean, hopefully we'll be able to tell the difference, but I mean, yeah, you would be worried. And I mean, what I think real doctors can do, and I've seen this done really well over on sites like TikTok, is they can actually critique the AI doctors and then talk about what is wrong, the products and the science and the truth behind what these other people are pushing, just so people can then see the difference and actually become to trust real doctors rather than AI generated ones.
And talk to us about AI influencers here. Can they actually be held accountable?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to find the people who created the AI influencers, and if they are easily found, yes, but it depends too on the size of their following and if you can actually find the person behind it. But the other thing is too, I mean, you can create things so easily and quickly that you can just delete stuff if someone is complaining about it, and then create more under another username or whatever on social media platforms. So for those who are really, hell bent on doing this, like, it would be very difficult to find them, I would say.
Look, the tone of our conversation, the theme of our conversation really, when we play it back, is we are talking about how difficult it is now for authorities, for anyone to be able to combat against misinformation online. We started to see it with those kind of fake ads that would pop up on Facebook, where it was David Koch or Karl Stefanovic trying to sell you some weird product, and they struggled to fight against it. We've seen billionaires struggle to fight against it as well. Both of our topics today are really about the inability. So what can we do? What can be done? I mean, this is a huge issue that could lead to so many problems, and it is happening now.
100%. I mean, it has to come down to us checking. So not believing everything you see online, checking credentials, checking where things are.
But that is getting harder and harder. I mean, we run a news organisation, and obviously we're looking at X all the time for latest video. Sometimes I can't tell, and I've been doing this for a very long time. And the way that it's presented, even the accounts that it's presented from, they look like news organisations. And you think, oh, I've been following this one for a while and they've never posted anything wrong. But they can get it wrong as well. We're all being tricked.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's right. And the technology is getting better and better. So it's making it very hard to tell the difference between some things. I mean, some things are really obvious, but yeah, with some things it is getting hard. So, I mean, my only advice would be to, just check, ask other people's opinion that you trust, and then try and do that background work to see if it's true.
All right, always appreciate your insights, Dr. Karen Sutherland. I hope this is the real version of you anyway. We'll talk to you soon.
It is.